This video walks you through how to use filters in Zapier. Begin by signing in to Zapier. From there, either create a new Zap or open one that already exists in your account. The goal here is to get into the workflow where you want Zapier to decide whether the automation should keep going or stop based on certain data. Once your Zap is open, move to the place in the workflow where that decision should happen. Click the plus button to add a new step. In the app search, type Filter by Zapier, then select it from the results. This adds a filter step that checks your data before the next action runs. After adding the app, choose Filter as the action event. This tells Zapier that the step will evaluate conditions rather than send or update information. When that is selected, click Continue to move into the rule setup. You will now see the area labeled Only Continue If. Click Choose Field, then select the piece of data from an earlier step that you want Zapier to inspect. This could be a status, a name, a tag, a date, or any other value that came in through the trigger or a previous action. Make sure you pick the correct field because the filter will only evaluate the data you place here. Next, click Choose Condition. Select the comparison that matches the rule you want to create. Depending on what you need, you might choose text exactly matches, contains, or exists. After that, use the third field to enter the comparison value. This is the value Zapier will compare against the field you selected. Together, these three parts define when the Zap is allowed to continue. If one rule is not enough, you can expand the filter. Click plus and to add another condition when all listed rules must be true. If you want the Zap to continue when a different set of conditions is met, use add or rule group instead. This lets you create an alternative path for the same filter step without changing the rest of the Zap. With the rules in place, click Test. Zapier will check your sample data against the filter settings and show whether the Zap would pass through or stop at this point. If the result is not what you expected, review the selected field, the condition, and the comparison value before testing again. When the test result matches the behavior you want, review the filter settings one more time. Confirm that the rules are set correctly and that the step is positioned where you want it in the workflow. Then click Publish to activate the Zap with the filter in place. Your Zap is now published with a filter that only continues when the conditions you configured are met.